Hello and welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today we are mixing it up again. We're staying with something French, but we are in a Peugeot Expert disabled access ramp vehicle, which is a good friend of mine's, and I'm friends with the whole family. I've always worked on their vehicles to help them out, but this particular vehicle is the first time I'm seeing this because they bought this last year with a full service and a full MOT. It's only sort of now come to the signs of where I actually need to do something because it's now due its MOT. It needs a little bit of work, and they've given me permission to put it on the YouTube channel. What we're going to do is I'm just going to give it a quick once over for the MOT. I probably won't do that on the camera, but this video is going to be purposely for me to repair the tailgate. I genuinely don't know what I'm going to do with that yet until I take it apart and have a look at the full extent of what's going on. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to take you for a quick walk around the vehicle just to show you what it is, then we'll get started. So this is the 2012 plate 2 litre turbo diesel Peugeot Expert that I'll be working on today. From the front and the side, it doesn't look like anything particularly special. It has got side access ramp, which you literally just open like so, which is part of the mobility aids. So yeah, that's part of the mobility aids. We've got the three front bench seats, which you would normally get in any Peugeot Expert. Bonnet release catch is just here on this side. Handbrakes down the other side. So there is the engine. For anyone who's got one of these that wants to know where the towing eye should be kept, that's where it should live. So this is the 2 litre engine. You can't actually see much, and we probably won't go too far into detail with this because all this actually needs is a service, which I'll do in possibly the next video. To open the bonnet, you've literally got this lever here, which you have to get in from the right to move that. Let's just pop that back down again for now because you don't need that just yet, like I said. In the back here we've got this was originally set up, I believe it was set up like a disabled children's style school bus, because these are rather small seats in the back, but it works for the people who have now got it as a personal vehicle, which also means it's got a speed limiter of 64 mile an hour on it, and that does sometimes get annoying for them, but just to have that little bit extra, have that extra 10 mile an hour would be so much more useful. But let's just say Peugeot want to rip their arm off to charge for taking this limiter off, and that's not something I know how to do. And then here's the problem that we're going to be working with today. If you look carefully, this is still locked. Let me just put you on the tripod. So now we're solid on the tripod, you'll be able to just watch this bit here, you'll see what I mean. Let me just so basically if I pull that, that's me not even unlocking it. If I then go up underneath the Peugeot badge, there's a button to open the boot up. That, then you hear it click, and then that will open. And we've got the disability ramp, which is nice and easy to down, up, down like that. And let's just move some of this out of the way quickly. Let's put that up out the way, because the problem is this area here. This is all supposed to be, it's supposed to be secured back like so, with no real movement whatsoever, but instead it's moving around like crazy. So we need to try and get all this apart, and yeah, I don't really know what I'm doing with that just yet, but we're going to just undo these top bolts here, and hopefully that frees up this a bit more, because it's all falling apart inside there. So yeah, as you can see in here, it's all fallen apart, but it's part of it's still connected, but part of it's broken off. Now, I don't really know the full insides of what that's going to look like, but I'm just going to literally pop these two bolts out here, and hopefully they're like they've got on a welded nut or something, I'm not too sure, but hopefully they're on a welded nut so they come out to it quite easily. But wish me luck, guys, because I need to get that off first, I think. And then underneath here there's some just some clips, literally just one just there and then one that side, and that should then come right off. So I'm going to do that and I'll bring you guys back in a little while. So just thought I'd bring you in now, guys, while I've got this part off. This part's now off. We've got this completely visible. The only bit that's left secure is this, which we're going to have to take off because we're going to have to do some repairs. This is where the boot catch was, and that has got some stuck nuts on there, so that's sort of fine. We're going to have to try and reuse that bit if we can, but I can't weld, and I certainly can't weld aluminium. Let's just put it that way. This was all pop riveted onto there like so. There's also a catch over here which locks it into place, and there was a catch there, but it was so loose and not catching into its location that once I undone this end, which goes up to there like so, that didn't take much to pretty much fall off in my hands. So we're going to have to re-secure that into place as well, so we'll work that out. I don't know if I'm going to really be able to show you how I'm doing this. I'll just bring you back in and show you stages of what I've done, because I'm still trying to work out what the best route is for me to do this as I'm doing it, sort of thing. So I'm going to go in the shed now and see what bits and pieces I've got, hunt my junkyard garden to see what bits of metal I've got, to see what I can do as far as a repair on this. Wish me luck, guys. So we've decided, we've literally just put that in there for now. That is still loose, it's not fixed in any way, shape or form, but we've got rid of the pop rivets. We're going to drill all the way through and nut and bolt it all the way through to the other side. We've got the other bit of the plate off of this side as well, so we can get better access to everything we're doing. If I push it out of the way, you'll also see that we've got rid of all the pop rivets and got that out. I'll just take you into the back garden where we're now working on a plan of action for getting this sorted. So on the bench here we have the whole plate in two separate parts. There was a gap here that's purposely thingy, that's started splitting on there as well. So if I decided to just repair this with some sort of box section or some sort of angle brackets, then it wouldn't be long before this side breaks off and we have to pull it all apart again and redo it. So I've decided to take the whole plate off. The whole width of this is 50 centimeters, and from the backing bit to the edge here is 9.5 centimeters. So that's the measurements for that, and that we're going to find a way of putting these back in as well, into the new plate that we make up. And in my garden it's going to be cleaned up a bit, and it's just this aluminium channeling, which is well and truly more than 50 centimeters in length, and this is 10 centimeters in width. And what we're going to do is we're going to remake this, completely remake this without no split there, because that split doesn't need to be there, even though that was put there by whoever made this plate up in the first place. That split doesn't need to be there, but this channel does need to be there for the bar on the other lock. So we are going to remake that up out of this, and we're going to cut the channel in there as well, and what we'll do is we'll bring you back and show you what we've done with that. So we're here. What we've got is we've got 4 bolts running all the way through to the other side with lock nuts on. We've got a couple of new bolts in there to hold this catch in place with lock nuts on. We haven't done anything as far as the bracketry on this because this side is still relatively solid, but this is a brand new plate. We haven't drilled the holes for the catch just yet, because we are going to use the bumper piece that goes back on as our location points to drill the holes, because what better way to work out where the catch goes than something that we've got somewhere to reference from. If we move this arm, as you can see, it is touching up against the nut there, but if we move the arm to undo that, that does actually drop down from the nut and just rest back on it, so it's not actually causing any effect whatsoever to the movement of that. And we do have a slightly missing one this side, but that's why I've got the files out, because we're going to bolt the ramp down in a minute and just literally file away, because if I push my thumb on that, that will clip into place, or if I give it a hefty whack up there, it will knock into place as well. But I can't expect a disabled family to be able to do that, because you have to be quite brutal with it. So that's why I'm going to file a bit out of there, so this one catches nicer, just like that one does, where we've reseated that one. And like I said, we've now literally just got to put the other piece on, drill the holes for the catch after filing that, and we'll be I'll bring you back again in a little while when I've done some more. So we've taken some off of this now, and if I latch that there like that, so it's not connected in any way, shape or form, we know that one works fine, because I showed you that one a second ago. This was the problem one. But if I literally just push it back, no real effort involved whatsoever, just let it fall back and it locks straight into place, no problem whatsoever now. And all I've done is basically taken a bit off of the edge just there and a bit off of the catch ever so slightly with a flat file, and that's all I've needed to do to that to make that sit. So now what we're going to do is we're pretty much going to put this back on like so. Well, not quite like so. I am going to bolt it in place, and the bonnet catch, boot catch back in place like so. When I've done that, I'll bring you back and show everything working as it should be. So guys, as you can see, it's all back together. It's got its boot catch back in, and here is the test basically. Let's move you around like that and up a little bit. Let's shut the boot down, and nice and closed. No more movement. You could clearly see beforehand how much movement was on if you go back to the start of the video. And basically to open it, straight up, close it, no movement, and it's solid as a rock. Straight open again. So they're going to be happy. Both catches are working. I don't think this is going to be a very long video for you guys, I'm afraid. And I did promise at the start that I was going to do MOT checks. But I've been going on this all day because it's not my sort of thing that I normally get up to doing. I normally like pulling things apart, putting things back together. But I've actually used my brain this time. Scary thought, I know. But anyway, so that was definitely an MOT fail. No longer an MOT fail because it's all nice and secure. And I won't be doing little MOT checks on this because I trust my MOT tester immensely. I've known him for a fair few years, and I will get to have a look. But like I said, I'm not going to do any MOT checks because I'm absolutely knackered. It's a hot day and I've been going all day. So I'm going to say bye for now, guys. Take care, and there'll be another one of my amazing videos up in this top corner, and my subscribe icon will be down in this corner. The ZX will be back shortly, or very soon. Take care, guys. Bye for now.